Hey guys, Martin here, welcome to another video. This is next instalment in the Thunderhawk working production. So I'm back from my Apocalypse game, which was a really good game to be fair. It was White Scars and Space Wolves versus Blood Angels and a mixture of vanilla Space Marines with a bit of guard in there. By guard I mean a Baneblade and a Shadow Sword, and some Bullgrins behind the defence line. So both the super heavies were getting a 2+ save because they were 25% obscured, and it was a really interesting game. White Scars went up. It was a very flyer heavy base. We had 10 White Scar flyers, which was the Thunderhawk, Fire Raptor, 2 Storm Ravens and 6 Storm Talons, and then Jack, my partner, he had 2 the Space Wolf bricks, the Storm Claws or whatever they're called, the Space Brick, and he also had a Fire Raptor as well. So we had 13 flyers, and the Blood Angels took the Storm Raven formation where they get to shoot all the missiles at one target in one turn, and they came back on from reserves. Anyway, I'm not going to go through the whole story. White Scars and Space Wolves won on the final turn by literally just jumping onto every objective we could and just killing things off them in the final turn. Yeah, great game. But anyway, this video is not about the Apocalypse Report, it's about the Thunderhawk. So today I'm going to show you where I'm up to on the Thunderhawk, and also I thought I need to show you the base. So this is the base for my Thunderhawk, which is a 9-inch cheese bud, and then I've got a couple of the Cities of Death kits, and it's the Basilica, I think it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Load of cork on the base, fits in with the rest of my White Scar base theme. So it's just urban rubble, obviously a big dirty hole in it there. It's all weathered down and rusted down. Big hole going through the middle, which I'll show you why in a second. There is going to be, when I get round to finishing it, there's going to be a Traitor Guard heavy weapons team up here with las cannon or missile launcher or something up here. There may be one on that corner as well, and then there'll be lots of Chaos Guardsmen, Traitor Guardsmen, sorry, running away. And the reason that big hole in the crater's there is there's going to be, again, it needs weathering down, there's going to be, push that camera away, just fit in, a Crash Storm Talon into there, and say you need all weathering up. He's cut away, needs weathering down. That'll just sit in there, crashed into the building. So just sit, will sit just like that. And then his other engine. I'm going to damage this up and I say weather it all off, and that's going to fly and stick in there somewhere like that. It'll be finished, or it might even suspend it in there, so it's going in towards where those guardsmen are going to be. That's what the base is going to look like. So, it needs a lot more work doing on it, but these are H-bar struts from Plastic Sea Evergreen plastics range. Just melt them a little bit, rush them up with the paints. It's really quick and simple to do the base. A lot of money involved in it, but I figure when the model is expensive as it is, and especially when I was happy with it, then it was worthy of it. So now comes the fun part where we try. But this Perspex rod goes in there. It's going to have a screw drilled into it, so that I can screw and unscrew the rod, because at the moment it's a bit wobbly. The hole's obviously ever slightly too big. And sitting on top of it. Can I do it on first attempt on camera? It's all live, guys, and I'll keep talking so you know I've not cut an edit today. Where is it? Come on. There he is. You can't see anything. So if I bring that camera back, there she is, sat on top. How I end up posing, I don't know. Once I've screwed that in, that'll determine what the bank on the Thunderhawk is, because it's got a natural bank. Well, not a natural bank, sorry. I've actually drilled it so that it has got that sort of bank into it, and obviously I'll make sure that these windbreaks all reflect that pose. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take it back off and I'll show you around the Thunderhawk, show you what I've done since the last video. Let's get that out of the way. So, this might be easier actually, guys. Sorry for the shaky camera now. I'm going to release the camera. I'll have to take you around it manually. Giving it its final coat of white, and it's not nice in some areas where that really shrunk gap was, and the same at the back. By the time I've weathered it in and it's got the rest of the stuff, hopefully you won't notice that too much. So I've put red door in and put the shading into it, which is standard across all my flyers. The first level of metallic and wash is done on the laser cannon. I'll be honest, just on the note of the laser cannon, it's not a cheap upgrade to it, and D-weapons now in 7th edition just aren't that good. I don't know whether or not actually I might prefer the other battle cannon that goes with it. I think it would do more damage. Unless you roll a 6 with your D-weapon, they're not actually that impressive. Obviously depending on what you're shooting at, but it only puts out 1 large blast per turn, and you've obviously got to have your 45-degree arc coming from there. You're very, very limited, I think. Anyway, that's again not what this video is about. Engine's missing off the rear here. It's getting painted separately. For whatever reason, it's not glued on. Again, black's being put on. I just need to put the metallics over it and then wash it down. Same with the, I'll go on to the underneath. This is literally just being blacked in inside to give some shadow, because this air vent is going to be out ever so slightly. But I've now done all the back and the red parts, and it's all added shading to it. There will be some highlights go onto it, but not masses, because I can't highlight the white overly. I don't want to over highlight the red. Another lovely example of where the resin's not held the paint, so I'm going to have to redo that part. That came off with the masking tape again. Should have expected it. Red tip on the outside of the wings. Again, it needs neatening in. You look onto that side there, it's not added in. I've just used the airbrush and I'll go back in an actual paintbrush and do that part. If we look underneath, oh, wing's about to fall off. Just let me take that wing off, guys. Sorry about that. Get its colour back. The light's terrible in here tonight, the red's all shiny. So the feet are on with the metallic coat, and you can see there the whole undercarriage there needs the metallics putting onto the fuselage, the engine mounts. Another red door at the back, foot, red door on the side, and then the front. Come on, focus, come on. It's not happening anyway. Maybe, yeah, there you go. So front's all done. I need to put the pins in over the joints, like where the hinges would be. But I've just not painted them up, so I was in a rush to get it out for the game. But yeah, that's where it's up to. So looking better. I am going to finish painting it. You'll be glad to know. Well, those of you who are interested, I'd be glad to know. You wouldn't be watching it otherwise, surely. But after using it in the game this weekend, I'd already fallen out of love with the model in trying to build it. And after using it in the game this weekend, I'll never ever take it in another game again. Even if I play Apocalypse, I wouldn't take another Thunderhawk. Manoeuvrability on a base that big is ridiculous. You can't really have a base much smaller than that because the model's so heavy. And it wouldn't look right on a smaller base either. We're trying to place the base is one issue, and then you have to hover every other turn really, so that you can get around. It's only got a rear armour of 10, so your Storm Talon has got a better rear armour, but the Storm Raven and Fire Raptor both having 12s. The Fire Raptor is putting out more shots per turn than this for 225 points. So you could take, with the cluster bombs on this, which are a useless joke. In fact, without the cluster bombs, this is 775 points with this D weapon. That's an awful lot of points. You could take 3 fire raptors for that, and have 4 hull points each, so you'd still have 12 hull points. So you'd have more hull points than what this has got, more manoeuvrability and more choice of targets because you've got more shots. I just don't think it's worth the points. I think the model's typical Forge World, miscasts, and yeah, I'm disillusioned with it again, but I will make a point of finishing it off, and I will finish this video series. I think it's going to end up running to be probably 6, maybe 7 videos. This is part 3. So what I'm going to do next, finish tidying the reds up, metallics, and then wash them down, and then I'm going to varnish the whole thing, and then I'm going to start doing all the black lines to bring all the detail in. I'll then clean that up and re-varnish it. Probably show you a video after I've done that stage, and then it'll be all little details and putting little things on and picking out other details. And I'm thinking a little bit of a question out to you guys. Obviously there's a small wing comes out here with heavy bolters on it, but I was thinking of running from this door and up the side of the hull. It's just a big empty white space, either a big white scar symbol, which would obviously stencil on with an airbrush, or maybe even a big Aquila, or as a third option I could do a 3D Aquila coming out, so like this one where it's actually embossed and raised out. I could do one of those, like quite a large one, sort of from here to here, and then a white scar symbol going over the Aquila, so it's sort of sat behind this white scar symbol, or I could just leave it plain, but let me know what you think on that one, guys. But there she is. I'm saying it's a horrible model. It's not. If it hadn't have had so many problems, it would still be a nice model. It's not got a use in the game, but it's a nice model, and I do look forward to seeing it. It looked great on the table, but yeah, I'll end up convincing myself one way or the other one day. So rambled on a bit there, guys. Do apologise, but that's where we're up to. So we've got the base. You've seen that now. That's got a little bit more work to do on it still as well. And then there's the main bulk of the Thunderhawk. I broke the back of it now because we've got the red stripe on, so we just need to calm everything down. And that's it, guys. So thanks for watching. Please leave some comments, let me know what you think about the suggestions. Like the video and share it around, and also if you haven't already, then subscribe to see the rest of them and other things I'm doing. Thanks very much, guys. See you soon.